And happy holidays, everybody, from Aldridge Arena. It's Mounds Hockey Network's presentation of Mustang hockey. And Bill Callan, Tim Eidecker with you. Tim is our maiden voyage here on the broadcast. And we welcome you aboard, Tim, as the Mustangs take on a non-conference contestant from up north. They're going to play the Greyhounds of Duluth East, which has become I think about 4 years ago, they reintroduced this rivalry, which was really big way back in the late 70s and early 80s. Fun to have the home and home every year, or I shouldn't say home and home, but up there one year and down here the next. And the Greyhounds have come here to St. Paul to take on the Mustangs in where the Mustangs will play their section games. They don't play here regularly, but Coach Schulte decided he had an opportunity to play here, and so why not?
I love it.
Your thoughts on this matchup?
Yeah, the matchup is really, really exciting. The record right now for Mounds View, the Mustangs, is 1-9, so that's about a 10% win rate. And Duluth East, not much better. 2-9 is their record, so 18%. Duluth East is coming off a couple of kind of split seasons. So is Mounds View, but this should be a heck of a lineup.
Well, one of these teams might get healthy here tonight and get themselves in the win column, as you mentioned. Uncharacteristically, the Greyhounds are
1-9.
2-9.
2-9. You're right.
And they lost to Duluth Denfeld, their neighbors, who they don't lose to very often. So it's interesting to have that happen. And then I thought it was also interesting that the Mustangs, despite this being their home game, I guess they wear the home whites, but I thought maybe they would wear their green. And instead, the Bulldogs have the dark red with their Greyhound gray on with the trim and black. This is a team that has been kind of, I would say, that's the word, recuperating since losing longtime coach Mike Randolph.
Yes. Did some reading on Mike Randolph. He's still coaching. One of the winningest coaches in Minnesota all time.
Yep, he's up in Pequot Lakes, or basically what do they call it? The Northern, is it Northern Lakes?
Yeah.
The name of the team. And meanwhile, the Mustangs starters being announced, as you see out there right now. It's
Sam Moen. Jack Wendland starting on defense for us. His partner is number 11, Isaac Ike Schneider.
Ike is a sophomore who has logged a lot of ice time this year, first time playing varsity hockey. Yeah. And Jack was the only returning defenseman for the Mustangs, which has kind of been one of the reasons they are 1-9. That's not to say, put all the blame on the defense, but when you only have one returning varsity defenseman at this level, when you're playing the Suburban East, some of the toughest competition in the state, that's going to lead to some issues. We'll step aside and let you hear the national anthem as we get ready for this holiday contest. It's Duluth East and the Mounds Mustangs. Now, salute America. And we are set to begin now and drop the puck. I was talking with one of the rink managers as I came in a couple hours ago, and they decided, well, they do now have the other side open, but if you see on the camera, if it looks like there's not many people there, it's pretty full on this side of the ice from our vantage point and the camera aspect. And what they decided to do was tell the Greyhounds to sit over on one side and the Mustang fans both on the same side, but on each end. So here we go. This is a Mustang team that actually has had, a good 6 days since they last played. So maybe that'll help, a little rest.
Nice recuperation, time around the tree, Christmas tree if you celebrate.
They did come off a tough loss. They played well against Eastview, but lost in overtime 6-5 in their previous outing. Meanwhile, it looks as though number 41 is going to get the call. Ryan Jensen, he's a senior for the Greyhounds. And, of course, we already mentioned senior captain Sam Moan in the netminder for the Mustangs here tonight. Mitchell Olson goes back and gives Sam a little word of encouragement. It'll be Mitchell and Russell Eck along with 21 Cooper Larson on the wings to start it off. And here we go. And the puck sent back down into the east end. Larson gives chase, tries to come up with the puck, but it's loose. Out of the corner, it will be picked up by the Greyhounds. Up ahead, there it is, dumped in by Timothy Baltazar. Baltazar trying to get it back here to the near point. A quick pass. And look out, puck is loose. Shot on the first shot of the game by the Greyhounds, number 44, Pierce. And this one goes back behind the Mustang net. Giving chase is Schneider. Look out. Puck is loose. Looked like a hand pass there, but guess not. Ref was right there. And Mitchell gets it through. He's got a 2-on-1 if he hurries. Russell Eck trailing. Mitchell shot. Russell shot a goal! How about that? What a great start. The Mustangs' first shot is a goal.
Incidentally, by the two leading scorers for Mounds View, tagging up together. Mitchell Olson, number 1 leading scorer for the team, and Russell Eck, number 2, both notching a point early. Fantastic.
Well, and that's, any young players watching, I'm sure there's a lot of folks watching today.
Yes, there are.
Or tonight later, maybe,
yes.
That you want to get towards the net, right? I always get towards the net, Tim. And that's exactly what Russell did. He was anticipating a pass, but Mitchell decided to take a hard shot, which, again, give credit to Mitchell. He kept it low, or at least low enough that there was a rebound, and Russell Eck scores, and the Mustangs are on top just like that. There's a shot and a goal just the other way by Duluth. That didn't take too long. Unfortunately, the guy got free. So Eck with a goal for the Mustangs. And back the other way, it's going to be number 6, Marcus Antilla for Duluth. I didn't see who got the assist. Did you?
I did not.
Okay.
Marcus, one of the returning varsity players from last year.
Okay. Well, he got loose and
had space.
Made the Mustangs pay. Not really much Sam Moan could do on that one. It was a high shot and top shelf.
That was just
two quick goals.
Iced by Isaac Snyder, who incidentally has some family watching today. From he's representing nationally, so he's got fans and family in Oklahoma, North Dakota, and Duluth. Mom Lori wanted to make sure that I knew that was not fans of Duluth East, but instead fans of the Mustangs who live in Duluth.
All right, and Oklahoma, not a lot of hockey except for the Warriors down there, which they're a good team on the Knoll. Look out! Shot. Good save there by Sam Moan off the tip attempt by number 15 there, Cole Johnson. And the goals just about 20 seconds apart. Mustangs scored first, Eck from Olson, and now trying to answer are the Mustangs here on the shift here is
your neighbor Toby having a few extracurriculars behind the play and
kept
from the ref and kept it alive.
He sends it towards the net, looking for some help there, but unfortunately the play comes back the other way by the Greyhounds. The Hounds coming towards the Mustang net. Jack Wendland checking his man off. Chase Ballinger in there as well. Ballinger trying to get it free. And interestingly enough, of the 5 members of that Ballinger clan, Chase is by far the tallest. It's surprising because I always want to look for kind of a smaller player, but he's a big boy.
Isaac with the entry by himself. Some maybe pulled down, but
checked off the play, and Schneider comes back with a check here. Here's the goal scorer for the Hounds. Taking it wide again. This time the shot easily stopped by Sammy Moan, and we'll have a face-off to the right of the Mustang goalie, I should say. 14-19 to go, first period. If you just joined us, Mustangs and the Hounds score about 20 seconds apart, and we are tied at 1 in this battle of non-conference foes. Off the face-off, Mustangs try to gear it out. This will be slapped right back in by the Duluth East Hounds, and they have to touch up. Eck has it go off his stick. He looks past it across, but nobody there, as Mitchell Olson was playing back, trying to be defensive-minded at the center position. And the Hounds have it alive in the Mustang zone, trying to dig it free behind the net. Here onto the near side, near point, cross ice pass to the far point. There was I don't know if that was a pass or a shot, but it goes up, off the boards. Here's a shot. That one.
Blocker save. Nice job, Sam.
Rush
Mitchell with number 2 trailing with him.
Look at that. Mitchell threw
a little soft backhander.
Through the slot, and he did get a nice backhand. He just couldn't get enough on it. And the Hounds will come back the other way. Up with it here is Spenzensby. There's a name for you.
That's going to get a penalty
slash.
On number 18.
Yeah.
That's Cal Anderson, if I'm not mistaken.
Another youngster. Surprised?
Oh, it was not on him. Oh, Duluth.
I'm going to say it was on the Hounds. Okay.
We'll take it.
19, Henrik Spenzensby. And this will be an opportunity for the Mustangs. It's interesting. Tim, you and I were both looking in that direction. I thought it was a clear slash on our guy, but Anderson must have got slashed before that we didn't see or something. See what they call it here. Face-up upcoming, however, for the Mustangs on the power play here. And so the power play unit consists of Jamison Barros at center, and they tried to get it back. And then we'll have to go back after it is Ike Schneider.
Mitchell, Isaac, Toby, Russell, and Jamison.
Yep.
Isaac loves threading it up that center of the ice, right through the slot.
Here's Toby. Toby Walseth going hard to the net. Wraps around, and he will set it up here on the power play. Across to Mitchell Olson. Olson across back far side to Walseth up the top. Mitchell, just hit the
caught iron.
Side of the net there. He's bringing it in, though. Look out. Olson comes all the way in. Shot is deflected and thrown out, basically, by the Duluth East defenseman. Oop, look out. A little dangerous play there. And lazily, the Mustangs want to take advantage here. You never know how many power plays you're going to get, especially in the high school game. Here's Mitchell coming out from behind the net.
Halfway through the man advantage.
Oh, and he lost a tire. But still, the play is alive. Mitchell's looking at his blade, wondering what happened. Pass across to the far point. Walseth. Russell Eck tried to fire it. Then Mitchell gets it back to the point. Across to Schneider. Schneider back up here to Mitchell. Mitchell with a shot that goes wide and all the way back around. Mitchell looks like he's laboring a bit. Not sure if he's going to stay out there, though. With 30 seconds to go in the power play. Mustangs regrouping behind their own net. Schneider gives it up for Olson on the far side. Olson across to Walseth. Toby bringing it through neutral zone. Oh, and he wanted to go across.
Nobody home.
Nobody home.
Jamison Barrows, unfortunately, our most penalized player. He logged quite a few PIMs this year. Always watching when he gets near the wall.
Here's a chance for Mitchell making his own.
There we go, Mitchell.
Trying to see if he can come in with, and he tried to go across as the penalty ends. So the Hounds are back at full strength. 11:05 to go, first period. 1-1 our score. here from Aldridge Arena in St. Paul. Bill Conlon and Tim Eiderker with you here on the Mounds View Hockey Network, and glad to have you along as the Hounds bring it through the zone. And the Mustangs will have to go to the 0 for 1 on the old power play. This one is sent by the Hounds all the way back down. They were trying to get to the point, but it went all the way back into their own zone. Back after there is Big 27, Walter Lundell. This is a young Duluth East squad, too. And so 2 young teams. Kind of puzzled me that they went with that. But they also knew that they didn't have a lot of experience. So maybe perhaps that's the reason they went that route.
It's an interesting route when you think about Mounds View. They're packed with seniors and sophomores. There's one junior, and it's Jack Wendland.
Yeah, and he was the lone sophomore last year.
Exactly.
So it is interesting where sometimes you look at different classes and you say, well, did they happen to have a lot more basketball players that year or what? Mounds View is a school that is kind of a mid-range. Actually, it's near the bottom of the top tier classes as far as sports go. In football, they could very well be in the 5AA instead of 6AA, but baseball, they choose to play up.
Yep.
All right, after the little there, Toby Walseth had it for a moment behind the net. He's trying to get some help there, and that's Casey Shell behind the net, looking to go to the. Well, I thought he was going to throw it out to the blue line, but did not. Walseth digging for it in the near corner. Mustangs cannot get it free, and back come the Hounds. And back after it is Ike Schneider for your Mustangs. Leaves it for Wendland. Wendland tried to get it ahead to Shell. Oh, nice job by Schneider. He's able to keep that puck alive, and Russell goes after it hard into the forecheck into the Hounds' end. Schneider again getting a piece, but he may have gone too far here. Oh, the shot, though, is wide by the Duluth East forward. And now we're down at the 9-minute mark. 9 minutes to play. First period, we are tied at 1. Mustangs and the Greyhounds from Aldridge Arena. The Mustangs trying to get it out of the zone. Mitchell just could not there as Schneider has it. Back again to Wendland here. These guys seem like they've been out there a while. Schneider and Wendland. And just I say that, they're headed to the bench. Here's Cooper Larson. Larson is taken to the ice by the big number 27. That Lundell. Well, it says it's not Lundell. Yes, I guess it is Lundell. Excuse me. And a pass coming from Eck. Nope, he got it tied up and taken away there by Peterson. Peterson has it for the Hounds. Peterson driving hard to the net, shot, and Moan makes a save. Sammy comes up with a good one there. Here it comes again, though. Oh, and he left it right out front. And the pass did not connect. Shot coming into traffic. It hit the skate of the big number 26, McKinnon Kramer. Moan makes yet another save. Now a little pressure being applied here by the Hounds. Mustangs need to try to get at that puck and get it out. As we are chasing instead of never want to be chasing the puck, Tim.
Yeah, this sequence right here has the feel of a Duluth East power play written all over it. But there's Mitchell again.
Mitchell Olsen, he's got that speed. Here he comes. Oh my! What a great try. Unfortunately, nobody with him.
Nobody came with him. Yeah.
And then he may have clipped his leg on the net because he's coming back. Either that
gingerly.
He did. Either that or he's tired. I'm not sure which. Nice pass out.
Great pass.
Trying to find a man there. Oh, that one's knocked loose, though. That was Frederick Reich. And in there as well, Cass Kepke. Kepke, one of the senior captains. Up ahead to Reich. Reich will send it in. And he got it just over the red line, so it's not icing. Kept right out front. Here's a chance for Jamison.
Come on, J-Mo.
Sends it back to Reich. Then it's bottled up and taken away by the Hounds. Kept in the zone, however, for the moment. Schneider had it.
Nice job.
I don't think it ever left the zone because otherwise they would have called offsides there, as it's still down in the Duluth end and then now knocked to mid-ice. And
Cass Kepke making it really hard for the Greyhounds to get that out. He did a really good job policing that blue line.
Ike Schneider deep in there as well. Back it comes, trying to make a move at the side of the net was Reich again. Here's a shot high up in the air that will not hit the netting. I thought it might, but instead Wendland gets it across to Schneider. To Kepke. Up ahead.
Great pass to Frederick Reck.
Reck there.
R-E-C-H, Reck.
Reck has it knocked off his stick. And back come the Greyhounds looking for help. And
I can't help but notice there's not a lot of neutral zone battles. It's really battles on both sides. There's, anybody that's touching the puck is basically streaming through the center.
Yep. And the Mustangs trying to keep themselves from getting bottled up in their own zone. It's only happened for about 2 minutes here, but you don't want that too long in your own zone. Puck is loose. Now picked up by the Hounds. They get it on the far half wall, bringing a pass across to the point. See if Toby can get there. Walseth tried to knock it free, and they do get it to the neutral zone and streaming forward. Now keep an eye on this, Tim. I see that Toby is out there with Ballinger, and I do not see Mitchell. So I don't know if Mitchell is hurt. Well, he's standing, so that's a good sign.
He is standing. That's encouraging.
Yeah. And we saw him kind of clip the net on that last breakaway, or that kind of one-on-one that he had. Passes too far here. Picked up by the
Isaac
Mustangs.
With a really nice give and go to Toby.
Walseth deep, hard into the far or near corner, I should say. Wendland with a shot coming from the near point, and we've got a penalty upcoming. I think it's on the Mustangs because that's who last touched it.
Interference call that appears to be on number 8.
Yeah, that's Chase, unfortunately.
Chase Ballinger, who mom and sisters said Chase is feeling a little bit under the weather, but he's playing great. Really quickly, Toby Walseth, I understand, has an uncle and an aunt, Ray and Colleen, watching from beautiful Moose Lake. So we want to make sure we send a quick shout out to them. Great to see young Toby having the game he is.
And off the faceoff to start the power play. Look out. Here come the Hounds. Shot on, and good stop by the senior netminder, Sam Moan. Shot taken by Balthazar. This is as I said, a pretty young Duluth East team. They've only got about 5 seniors on this team. In contrast, the Mustangs have 11. Look out, off the faceoff. Great faceoff draw, but the defenseman couldn't hold it to get a shot off, but he will keep the puck moving here. And Duluth East sets up their power play. Oh, what a shot just wide by Balthazar. Ballinger got the penalty, and the Mustangs will try to fight it off here. As off here, get his chance.
There we go.
Here comes Ike Schneider.
Odd man rush.
If he hurries, he's got Mitchell with him. Oh, and the puck was kind of bouncing, and it's been bouncing. I've seen this a couple times already today, Tim. Aldridge has always had a little bit of, let's just say, criticism about their ice here, even though Hill Murray plays here as their home rink. It's always had some funky bounces.
Wobbles.
Yeah. Huh? I know my brothers, when they played here way back, they always felt like there was a big, almost like a pitcher's mound at center ice. Here's a shot it kind of rose up in the middle of the rink. This one, though, nice job by the Mustangs to clear it. Mitchell, again, is laboring as he goes to the bench. I'm not sure.
I love keeping a close eye on him. He doesn't seem to be favoring one leg or another, but
look out, right out front. The Hounds had a chance. They keep it alive.
Oh, that kid is dancing. Who's number 12 for Duluth East?
And a shot. Woo, big wide shot there by Kyle Peterson is the one dancing.
Yeah.
Big 12 there for the Hounds. As there's 25 seconds to go in the man advantage. This will be a great dump by the Mustangs to take off some more of the clock here. With 2:43 to go. First period, Bill Cowan, Tim Eidecker with you on the Mounds View Hockey Network as Duluth East in town to take on the Mustangs. And so far, a 1-1 game here. And this, that looked offsides to me. Looked offsides by a mile. Luckily, it will not hurt the Mustangs as the penalty comes to an end. And so with 2:26 to go, we'll face it off in the Mustang end, but they do go 1-for-1 on the PK. Off the face-off, Barrows at center for the Mustangs. He sends it along looking for big Merced. Is that Sam, right? Ben.
Yep.
Sam was the older son.
Who we just saw.
No, that was Luke.
Oh, excuse me.
Yeah, the three boys. Of course, Luke is the one I know the most because he played with my son Johnny hockey and my other son Will in baseball. So puck comes loose. The Mustangs will try to bring it up, and here they come.
Odd man rush, 3.
Cal Anderson digging hard for it as the puck is loose on the far half wall. Barrows got a piece of it to Anderson. Back to the point it comes. Kept in nicely by Morissette. Now sent right out front. Unfortunately, couldn't get to it was Wreck. And this one will be sent back in, though, nicely by Anderson, who gets hit as he does send that puck in. And with 1:25 to go, we're getting near the end of this first period. Good job there by the Mustangs.
That was a great turn.
That's Burton, I think.
Yep, 22.
Yep, Andre Burton, who's in his first year on the varsity squad as a senior.
Nice goal for Jamison Barrows. Fantastic. Way to go, Jamo.
Jamison Barrows got free, and he brought it right into the slot, and he buries it, as you said. And the Mustangs have a 2-1 lead.
Who got the assist on that one? I can't tell. Was it?
Well, it looked like it was 13, Cass Kepke.
Yep.
Who got him the feed. It was a nice touch pass. So,
incidentally, Cass Kepke's one of bringing an international viewer, Bill, for us. He's got a cousin named Elliot who's watching the game from Sofia, Bulgaria, of all places.
Really?
So, yeah. I don't know how to say hello in Bulgarian, so I'll just say hello to Elliot watching his cousin Cass.
Yeah. And he gets a nice – those late goals are always nice to get in a period. So if the Mustangs can –
it's a nice way to walk into the locker room, right?
Yeah, well,
Either inflated or –
they do still have to finish off the period.
Excuse me, yes.
No, I was just going to say. But, yes, if they can hold on here. Of course, the Hounds answered the Mustangs goal the last time. So look out, it's out front. And Schneider battling for it. The puck is still loose. 32 seconds left in the period. Off that nice goal by the Mustangs, Jamison Barrows. And look at that, Ike Schneider, one of the smaller guys on the rink. He's still fighting for it. Puck has not come loose yet. Finally, Wendland comes up with it. Schneider gives it away.
Ooh, Mustangs, that almost cleared, except.
Oh, boy. Still not out, though. Look out, the Hound's coming. And that shot luckily went wide of everything. And still alive, though. Look out. Greyhounds shoot again. Rebound. And that's it. Period will end, and the Mustangs will survive the flurry there by the Hounds at the end of the first period.
Feels like it was pretty even shot-wise.
Oh, well, I guess you were wrong.
I guess it felt one way, and it was another.
Yeah, shots 12-4 in favor of Duluth East.
Yikes.
Yeah, so the Mustangs making their shots count, although I will say they had more sustained pressure, did the Hounds, in the Mustang zone. So not bad odds. So you're Mr. Analytics. 2 goals on 4 shots. We'll take that.
Statistically, that's a better than 1 goal on 12 shots, right? So we're picking our corners.
The Mustangs on top, 2-1 after 1. We'll step aside, give you a little time to go grab a snack at the fridge, and we'll come back with second period action here from Maplewood, Minnesota. It's Aldridge Arena, the storied Aldridge Arena, and I think Tim has some little nuggets to tell you about the vaunted halls of Aldridge when we come back for second period action. Let's step aside. And we welcome you back to the historic Aldridge Arena. And Bill Catlin, Tim Eiderker with you. Mounds View Hockey on the Mounds View Hockey Network and the Mustang Hockey Network, I should say. Tim, take us through that little history road here.
Thanks, Bill. Couple things about Aldrich Arena that I found fascinating. Number one, it's named for Gene Aldrich, who's one of those names that will definitely live in infamy for Minnesota hockey historians. We've got quite a deep history for hockey here in Minnesota, but Gene Aldrich did a few things in particular, not the least of which was kind of the founding father of all things state hockey tournament. He took over and ran a pretty significant district-to-district grouping, and kind of it was one of his and some others' vision to make something like that happen. So I know for me, at least in the month of March, my son in particular does get excused from school and goes over and watches the current incarnation of the state hockey tournament. One other quick note on Aldrich that's kind of interesting. I look up in these rafters and I can share with you that January 2nd, 1998, a moment maybe not everybody remembers, but that was when the announcement was made that National Hockey League was coming back to Minnesota. As you may remember, we sent a team, the North Stars, down to Dallas. And in 1998, here on this arena, they dropped a large foam puck, a ceremonial foam puck, and announced that the Minnesota Wild were going to be taking the ice eventually, and kind of a cool little bit of history. It's 62-year-old building.
And it has recently, well, not that recently, I guess, actually probably about 15 years or more, maybe now, is the home of the Hill Mary Pioneers, which is interesting since it's a county-run facility. But Ramsey County, I'm assuming Hill Murray approached them and somehow, just like they did over in St. Paul at the Highland Park Arena, and Cretin has that as their home rink, such is the case here for Hill Murray. So we're underway, second period, tie 2-1, I should say, our score. Almost said tied, but no, the Mustangs got that late period, first period goal by Jamison Barros from Cass Kepke on the assist, and Mustangs start with a 2-1 advantage here in period number 2, which they haven't had a lot of those this season.
No.
Which you would.
Playing from the front is new territory and one we want to get more accustomed to. Incidentally, that the first goal, the one where Mitchell sent it and Russell finished. Russell Eck's father is our camera guy today.
Oh, yes.
Jim Eck. He's doing a great job swinging it side to side.
He did our last game, too, and so we're very happy to have Jim help us out. He is doing a great job and appreciate it. Matter of fact, he's got two sons on the team. Of course, Brad Eck is one of the goaltenders. Here's Mitchell Olsen with a shot, and that one is just from a tough angle there, but it was a great shot, and will end up as a face-off for the Mustangs down in the Duluth end, which they haven't had a lot of those. So let's see what happens here. As Chase Ballinger will go center face-off here. It's Ballinger, Walseth, and number 26, or is that Barros? That is Jamison. No. Huh?
No, that's not.
No, I'm sorry. That's
26 is one of the. Isn't that Cooper Larson?
That's Casey Shell. Sorry about that.
Excuse me.
No, it's my bad. Casey Shell. So that's the. Well, I don't know. Daryl's always been one to not say there's a 1, 2, and 3 lines, but right now they're playing.
They're shuffling lines a bit.
Yep. And we'll get to that in a moment as Cal Anderson goes back after it for the Mustangs. Look out. Duluth is dangerous here when they get time to set up in the zone. Shot coming. Big rebound. And cleared out for the moment, or out of harm's way for the moment. Toby Walseth has it. Toby trying to get it up at least to neutral zone, and he did. But it comes right back in. Mustangs, Cal Anderson ahead. Toby kicks it behind the Hounds net. Nice job by Shell. Ballinger, if he hurries, he had a man.
Great
shot
catch
coming.
Oh, it
pinballs around there and almost caught the goaltender going the wrong way. Here's Walseth now. He's knocked off the puck. Picked up there by Shell. Shell drives it hard into the corner. Digging for it there was Ballinger. And Duluth East comes away with it. Way long pass, and it'll be an easy icing call.
Ansis Osman, number 15, did a really great job patrolling that blue line and keeping that play alive. Incidentally, he's got some grandparents, Ron and Nancy Osman, joining us from beautiful Ithaca, New York. Having been there, I can tell you it is beautiful. And welcome to Ron and Nancy.
Yeah, I wonder what the temperature there is today. They got a good dumping of snow, I think, not too long ago, but maybe they're like us. Maybe they had this heat wave because the Mustangs, or excuse me, the weather outside, this is not hockey weather right now.
It's a bit more like May.
It's 44 degrees and sunny out. All the snow is gone here in Minnesota, as I let honest grandparents know. Speaking of grandparents, Jack Wendland's out there and his dad, Dennis, and
grandfather,
excuse me, just let us know that they're listening from Florida. So glad to have you along. I would assume he's sitting by the tiki hut, having just gotten out of the pool.
Yes,
and just listening. It's almost 4 o'clock there. He'll be headed to happy hour soon. he's gonna get back to me.
Maybe some golf lessons. Yeah, exactly.
I'm sure he played golf early this morning. He's a great guy, and as is his wife. Wonderful people I've known for a long time. I knew Jack's son John was one of my Young Life kids, as a Young Life leader back in the day. Here's a chance again for the Mustangs now as they dump it hard back behind the Duluth East net. Giving chase was Mitchell Olson, but the Hounds come away with it.
Just
here. Schneider is knocked to the ice. It really should have been, I'm sorry, but that should have been an interference. He didn't have the puck. He was nowhere near the puck, and he got dumped. I guess they figured, well, here's a chance for Mitchell he sent it right out in front of the net. Back Schneider gets it to Olson, but he couldn't come up with it. And the Hounds come away with it. Up with it, there's Cole, Caden Cole. He dumps it hard behind. Look out behind the Mustang net. Schneider was there for a moment. Cole giving chase. And the puck is, look out, dug out of the corner. Shot just wide. Another shot coming. Moan had it go off his stick, and it will go out to the neutral zone.
This is definitely Duluth East top line. Number 8, number 12, they account for 40% of the offense production. That's both Caden Cole as well as Kyle Peterson.
And it's become pretty typical now, Tim, to have that. You got a top line that does a bulk of your scoring, and then you ask the second line to chip in once in a while, and the third line is strictly almost a checking line. Here's a shot from the far point, and it goes wide for the Hounds. Mustangs trying to get it out of the zone, and
nice
they do. Here's
job.
Chase Ballinger.
Come on, Chase.
Nice job to get it deep. Ballinger does. He'll give Chase. Look out into the corner. No pun intended there, by the way.
I see what you did there.
And icing. No,
icing
waved it off. Okay.
Might have been that Aldrich ice effect. Kind of slowed the puck down.
I think so, Tim. As 12-minute mark here of the second period. Mustangs, clinging to the 2-1 lead. Look out, a giveaway right out front. Oh, and I'm lucky that Cal Anderson got just enough of that one to keep it out of harm's way. Here's a shot and a tip out front.
Yeah, they say you got to get the puck or the guy. And in that case, the puck slipped through, but he slowed the other guy down.
Mustangs trying to get out of the zone here. Here's Walseth. Nice job by Toby.
Nice job.
He's got a chance here at a 2-on-2 if he hurries, but instead Ballinger will go to the bench as they needed a line change. And deep into the far corner is Cal Anderson after it for the Mustangs. Comes loose. He's got Walseth there. Walseth had it knocked off his stick by big number 21 Cochran from Duluth East. Oh, look out, another. I don't know.
I think we might need to get some waterproof tape out there for the boys. We had a couple of strange handles from people that usually don't.
There's a shot, rebound. Oh, and Kepke was there, but couldn't get enough on it. A good save by the Hounds goaltender, Ryan Jensen, and we'll have a face-off down in the Duluth East end. So Mustangs holding their own here about 6 minutes into this second period, excuse me. The shots were 12-4 after one, Tim, and we...
In spite of what I thought.
Well, I was kind of with you. I thought we had kind of even play, but
Turns out we were just a lot more efficient.
That's right. But we also didn't get enough shots or more shots. Oh, we're going to get a call here. I think it's interference or a trip on the Hounds. So let's see if the Mustangs. Meanwhile, Jamison coming up a little tender on that knee.
Yeah,
it was like it almost was
it
like
was
a
knee or trip, and I think obviously the officials down on the ice saw it as a trip, which
right.
as long as Jamison bounces right back, go on the man advantage here for 2 minutes. Be nice to bury one here and have a 2-goal differential instead of a 1-goal. That's kind of it's a little too close for me.
Yeah, and Jack Wendland is out on the only defenseman here on this power play unit. So Wendland on the point along with Olsen, and then you've got Jamison centering Toby and Russell.
Yep.
Eck off the shot here. Let's see. Kept in nicely by Wendland.
Nice job.
Here's a chance for Walseth. Walseth, a shot. That one hit traffic. And the Mustangs will have to regroup. Look out. Wendland. The Hound player got by him.
And Jack and the other guy are tangled up a bit, and that is going to be a call, and I suspect it's going to be an interference call on
Wendland.
Jack.
That was bought, though. That was terrible. The ref did not see it, but you know what happens when you get involved with another player.
It's the retaliation.
Kramer bought that one, and that'll even things up. I'm not sure. Yeah, that'll mean, okay, so now we'll play 4-on-4 hockey for 1:39 seconds, and then for about 21 seconds,
we'll have a penalty to kill.
The Mustangs will have to go on the PK a second time. But meanwhile, 4-on-4 hockey, let's see this. You got some speedsters out there, Eck and Mitchell Olsen. And off the faceoff, won by the Hounds. Look out, shot coming. Moan makes the save.
Is there a better sound than a puck hitting hitting a leg pad? At least when it's happening to
that's from
Duluth East.
That's from an old goalie dad, though, too. Look out now, Olsen and the Mustangs don't want to get caught chasing the puck here. And the puck is loose, high in the slot. Hounds have it. We're 4-on-4 hockey, 2-1 hockey game. Duluth East and the Mustangs here at Aldridge Arena. Glad to have you along on the Mustang Hockey Network. As Olsen gives chase, now Cal Anderson out there for the Mustangs. He's a big drink of water. Right out front, shot! Oh,
my
somehow
goodness, beautiful.
Kept out of the net. And here's us,
Russell
Eck,
with
the hurry. Here comes Olsen.
He's got his favorite partner with him. He takes that shot and buries it.
Russell Eck!
Our cameraman.
Gonna be happy about that one. Eck all the way down the zone, and he puts it up top shelf. He used Mitchell as a decoy.
That's that moment where a goalie has to make the choice, and the goalie stuck with the shooter and still got beat by Russell Eck. Just a great back of the net puck. Beautiful the way you script it. And number 41 for Duluth East, probably chewing on that one a little bit.
It doesn't change things. It's still 4-on-4 hockey here, Tim.
Yep.
And the Mustangs take advantage after a big sigh of relief at the other end, which I think Sam Moan did get a piece of that flurry out there. So great credit to him, too.
Ooh.
Here's hard into the boards go the Hounds.
Thankfully, it wasn't head first. It was.
And then they'll regroup here, see if they can get something to go. Oh, geez. Tip just wide. Great job there, though, by number 20, Jax Edton. He's just a sophomore for Duluth East. I don't know how many times I've ever seen Duluth East have this many sophomores on a team. Dylan Mills is still one of the assistants on this Greyhound team, and I'll get back to that in a minute. He was a longtime assistant.
All right,
with
we are now
Look out. Oh,
now on the PK. That's going to be a penalty. It's a charge penalty.
I was going to say, my gosh, how could that not be a penalty?
I wonder if he's going to give it the cross check.
It had to be because
22. Did he just get out of the box?
He might have. I don't know.
Well, back in, and they're going to call that a 2-minute cross check.
Well, he didn't. I mean, we didn't have the puck yet. He was about to get the puck, but can't hit him from behind either. He literally hit him from behind. So,
well, what was going to be a 13-second penalty kill for us becomes a
little 4-on-4.
Much better for 4-on-4 for 13 seconds, and then we'll have the man advantage for minute 45.
So Larson is out there with Walseth. to start the 4-on-4 for the Mustangs, with Olson back on the point, knowing that the Mustangs will be on the power play as soon as they can.
Cooper Larson on the forecheck, doing a great job pressuring. Toby chasing.
And this one
That'll
goes
be a shot
off of Moan. Mustangs now are 5-on-4 if they hurry. Isaac Schneider, though, is getting just eaten up, and the nice job, though, to stay
Jack
with that.
Wenland to Toby Walseth. Love to see it. Cooper
That's
Larson lurking over here on the right
Toby
side
goes right
of
to
that
the net.
Ovechkin spot.
Schneider with a drive, and that one goes high off the back wall, off the deflection of the goaltender. Here's Mitchell Olson, far point now. Mitchell
walking it in.
He didn't quite get it onto Larson's stick. Cooper couldn't quite come up with that.
Duluth East clears it all the way down, and
Mustangs will, with a 1:03 to go, regroup behind their own net. Schneider with it. Schneider ahead to Mitchell Olson, streaming up the near side. Olson looking around the net, and he's going to set it up. They'll do the, he's going to go again a little bit like Kaprizov. Right out front. Oh, and Russell tried to get a stick on that one. Walseth has it. Back over to Olson. Olson on the far side. Here near top of the slot to Schneider. Schneider, is he going to shoot it? Shoots it into traffic. Rebound. Gets it back, but look out. And it's loose. It's a 2-on-1 if they hurry. Back come the Greyhounds. Shot there is wide, however. Mustangs got a bit of a break there as they didn't recoup on the defensive end. And
that was a big enough miss by Duluth East that back when my son was in squirts, that would have been some push-ups. It was too far over the net.
Here's a chance for Mitchell Olson with 4 seconds to go in the power play. Back to Eck. Eck with a drive. That hit the goaltender in the mask and went up into the screen, and it'll be a face-off down.
Russell was smelling that hat trick. He's like right in the slot, point blank. Great shot. Just a right off. That was the goalie using their head, literally.
And we will have a face-off with 6:36 to go in period number 2. Bill Callan, Tim Eidecker with you from the Aldridge Arena here in St. Paul, or also known as Maplewood proper. But actually, we're right on the border. I know it's labeled sometimes as Maplewood. I'm going to guess it is technically Maplewood, but there's a big shot
heavy
there.
hit on
and
Frederick.
Almost tipped again.
Frederick Reck took a heck of a shot.
He got wrecked in the corner over there.
He did.
And back it
Looks
comes.
to be okay.
The puck is loose. Going to get it out here. Reck does up for Barros. Then back to Reck. Look at that nice stick movement. Oh, and then he's going to be offsides, though. Let's see. They'll clear it. And no foul, no harm, no foul, as they say. Easy for me to say. It's loose at neutral ice. Digging for it to the Mustangs. They'll send it into the Hounds end with 5:44 to play. And back after it is Wenland. Wenland will drive it right back down at the Duluth East end, and this is something the Mustangs have been doing a much better job of here in the second period, Tim.
Yeah.
Trying to not allow them to come down and set up in the Mustang zone. Did he? Oh, gosh, I thought for sure he caught that pass when he was offside. Barros, that is, and this puck is sent back into the Hounds end. Mustangs get a line change. Ballinger back out now as he comes to the ice. Cal Anderson had it knocked off his stick, and Wenland will go back and get it behind the Mustang net. 5 minutes. Go ahead.
They've got Jack Wenland partnered with someone a bit different. Who is his D partner?
Anderson.
Right? Oh, it is Anderson.
Yep.
Okay. I typically look out and I see Jack Wenland skating with Isaac Schneider, so they must have gotten a bit off sequence.
Yeah, well, you get those penalties, that can happen. Now here's Walseth and Ballinger back together again, a team that used to be quite always together, as you know, back in the Bantam days. Ballinger looking to the point. Again, that's weird bounces. Look out. Schneider just needs to keep it alive as the no. Oh, what a save by Sam Moan.
Just a great save, Sam.
Holy
just
smokes.
A perfect read on that shooter.
Honest Osman was left for dead there. He did not pick up the right man, and Sam Moan had to come up huge for the Mustangs. And that is a huge save, Tim.
Huge.
Late here at 4 minutes to go. in the second period. Let's see if the Mustangs can regroup, because look, right now the Hounds have a little pressure going. They're making a push. They got to get change in defense, the Mustangs. Here's a chance the other way, though. If they hurry, Casey Shell with a shot, that one high up into the netting, and that'll give the Mustangs and a whistle that they much need there on that one.
Ooh, the ice tipped just for about 90 seconds, and I didn't like it.
No, I did not either.
I would say there's no panic right now. Having a 2-goal advantage helps a little bit, but it's nice to see that when little mistakes happen, and they inevitably do on the ice, nobody's panicking. That's offsides.
Well, Tim, I'm proud of you, though, because in your debut, I thought perhaps you would come up with the cliche of all cliches, that a 2-goal lead is the hardest lead in hockey. Look out. Puck is loose.
Save.
Look out. Oh, and the Mustangs keeping out of danger for the moment. Back after it there is Cooper Larson. Larson is knocked off the
Big
puck.
check.
And right now the Mustangs are getting beat to the 50-50 pucks. You got to be careful here with 3:15 to go in the second period. They played a good period here, but you don't want to give one up late. Here's a shot coming into traffic. Look out. Rebound and a shot and a goal. Nope. Wait a minute.
No goal.
No goal.
Being waved off.
It was a hand
little
pass.
Discussion. Duluth East has some thoughts.
They said he batted it in with his hand.
Duluth East with some shoulder shrugs and some flailing of the arms, but nonetheless.
I will say this, though. Sam's got to try his best not to let those even be rebounds. He's got to scoop that up if he can, but break here for the Mustangs, because the ref was right, Johnny, on the spot there, and it was indeed batted in. Yeah. A little jiu-jitsu or what? No, what would that be? I don't know. Karate chop. Uh-oh. But again, here come the Hounds. They are pushing right now, and the Mustangs need to find an answer as Burton is knocked off the play. Andre Burton.
2 simultaneous stops, a second apart by Sam. Just
the Mustang
too
defense
much pressure.
Is watching. They're standing and watching. They've got to insert themselves here a little bit, or just get rid of it. Andre Burton sends a nice pass out to Walseth. Toby, he's got a chance if he hurries. In. Oh, and he comes right out in front of the net.
Iron.
Yeah, and now we got a whistle, and let's see. What's the call here? I think it's on them, isn't it? Can't be on Toby. Who's it on?
It is on Toby. There's conversation happening.
He had the puck. How can that be on Toby? He had the puck.
So number 16, Toby Walseth, incidentally Bill Conlon's neighbor, goes to the sin bin
He calls him for roughing. He had the puck. I don't get it. How can you call that? Daryl wants an explanation. I want an explanation, but I'm not going to get it. That is really hard to believe, Tim. That was so. You never ceases to amaze me. I know I have a bad history with officials and not being happy with officials, but
Daryl Schulte handling the conversation like a professional, turning away with maybe a bit of a pursed lip, if you will, saying that's the call on the ice and it's ours to beat. So
yeah, well,
2-minute penalty kill.
Mitchell is one of the senior captains. He was right there too to say this. Voice the displeasure. I still don't get it. I don't know how you can be called for roughing on that
with
call.
With the puck.
So, nonetheless, the Mustangs will have to.
We're making history here at Aldrich Arena.
Yeah. The Mustangs have to come up big here with a chance here for Mitchell. He's
Mitchell
got a breakaway. Mitchell Olsen coming in along. Oh, and he couldn't quite bury it. The puck is still loose, however. And with 2 minutes to go and a minute and a half on the power play for Duluth East, the Mustangs wouldn't mind them staying right out here at neutral ice. Look out. Coming up with it there, though, is
number 8.
He's that's Cole again. They got some big players, this Duluth East team.
Yeah, senior Caden Cole.
Puck is loose.
Caden's one of those players. He's got 5 goals and 7 assists already this season.
Oh, and another tip opportunity, but Sam saw it coming, and Sam makes a nice play. Minute to go in the penalty. Here's Cole. Cole looking for help. He's going to take it on in. Shot on. Mustangs. Moan makes a save, but they didn't get the puck. That one is sent wide by the Hounds.
Man, that Caden Cole is everywhere.
Oh,
He's
nice
all
try
over
here
the ice.
again for Mitchell. Mitchell Olsen streaking in. Coming down with a chance. Shot to go.
Oh,
To save. What a save by Jensen, the goaltender for Greyhounds. My goodness, I don't know how Mitchell missed that one. We're under a minute to go. With 26 seconds to go on the penalty, the Mustangs have had actually two better chances. But, right through some traffic and nice stop by Sammy Moan. And it's still a 3-1 hockey game. Wow, Tim, there was some end-to-end action for you.
Yes, there was. I need to give my neck a little ice here between the break and the period. Lots of left to right.
Well,
Mustangs moving from right to left on your screen. We'll be taking a face-off right here in front of senior captain Sam Moen. Looks like Chase Ballinger is on the dot.
And the Mustangs want to be sure to get some pressure here to get this puck. There it is.
That's
nice job.
Beautiful clear by number 26.
Casey Shell, and that'll do it. That should help get the Mustangs 5-on-5 as Walseth comes back out on the ice. Still trying to figure out what he was called for. Ooh, geez, and he gets crunched on the after getting out of the box. He was hit hard. 20 seconds to go in the period. Mustangs trying to hang on here to a 3-1 lead, which would be really nice to take to the final period. Now 10 seconds. Puck comes across, shot coming. And a nice setup play there by the Hounds will end the period as they shot that one just wide. And after 2 periods of play, your Mustangs find themselves up 3-1 here against the Duluth East Greyhounds.
I watched Sam Moen do something really great in that last 5 seconds, a flurry of activity. There was a shooter coming from his right, and he had the wherewithal to turn just for a split second and look to the left and see if there was somebody that was going to take the dish, and he would have had them both covered. So just Sam putting on a goaltender clinic here, doing a great job.
Yeah, he's done a great job, and so far between he and Russell, it's a battle for star of the game. 3-1 our score as Russell Eck gets the lone goal in the period for the Mustangs and for the period. And the Mustangs will head to the locker room up by 2 here after 2. And so we'll step aside, give yourself a chance to head to the kitchen, get some snacks, and be back here for third period action here on the Mounds View Hockey Network. Back after this. And we welcome you back inside Aldridge Arena. Bill Conlon and Tim Eideker with you on the Mustang Hockey Network as we get set for third period action. And your 1-9 Mustangs hoping that they can
double their wins.
Find a way to get in the W column here. They have played a really good second period of hockey there. And as they step on the ice here, give you a chance to tell me a little bit, Tim, about you said you wanted to say a few words about our coaching staff, which are now this year Daryl Schulte and Brian Dahl. So Brian moved up from the JV. Last year it was Daryl and Brandon, and Brandon moved to Omaha. So now there you got it. You got Brian Dahl and Daryl Schulte. And what can you tell us about them?
Well, not enough. I read it, and I need to bring it up again, but they both came through the Mounds View High School as well as the Mounds View hockey program. I watched Brian Dahl just incidentally as he was walking out of the locker room, and I don't know if you've ever seen where maybe a villain is kind of rubbing their hands together fiendishly, like, next we'll take over the world. But Brian Dahl was doing that, and I sort of gave him a little voiceover that he's like, and next we're going to win this game. Very, very exciting to have them here. Also welcoming our international viewers from Sofia, Bulgaria. That's Elliot Kaskepke's cousin. And then we've got the Ron and Nancy Ostman up there in Ithaca, New York. And then small contingent with Isaac Snyder, family watching from Oklahoma, North Dakota, and Duluth. Welcome.
And not to be outdone, Denny and Marlene. Is it? No.
Marianne.
Marianne, I'm sorry. I knew that, Marianne.
I was going to leave the Wendlands for you got enough to cover.
John has his hands full, I'm sure right now. With at least, no, he wouldn't be two-fisting, would he right now? Look out. Quick shot here, and great save by Sam. Jack is out on the ice.
Yeah, so let's, we could play Where in the World Are the Wendlands? So we've got Jack in front of us here, number 7, holding down the blue line beautifully as he does.
And on cue, they're playing some Jimmy Buffett for you.
It's almost like they knew. And then down in Florida, we've got John Wendland, as well as Eleanor Wendland, former hockey player, always a hockey player at heart, but heck of a dancer with my daughter at Northern Force Dance Studio up in Blaine.
There you go.
So we're glad she's listening with her grandparents and cheering on Jack and the boys.
Off the face-off in the Mustang zone, the Hounds able to keep it in. This is something the Mounds got to play that fine line. You don't want to.
Yeah, you want to play with the lead, but don't play with the lead, right?
Yeah, you don't want to get into a defensive shell, but also you need to find a way to keep from having the Hounds set up in our own zone. Wendland trying to clear the zone. Long change there. The Mustangs took a long time to get their forwards out.
Jack did a great job using his hip there to check that, check number 8 off the puck.
Now it looks like they've put Kaskepke back up on that first line. Here's a chance for the Hounds. A shot coming, and Sam makes the save. Nice. Sam is seeing the puck awfully well. I talked to his dad, Jeff, between periods, and he mentioned, as you did, at the end of the second period there, Tim, that when the goaltender, if he's got time and feels like he's into it, he can look off, like you said, he looked off to the back side and made sure that player was coming, and he knew that he had to be ready for that shot. And off the faceoff, the Hounds control. Mustangs need to find a way to get it out of the zone here. As
a little too much time in the zone.
Going right to the net. Shot saved by Moan. Cal Anderson trying to dig it free. Burton behind the net decides to leave it be, and they'll get a break here as the Hounds send it all the way down the end of the ice here. After it goes Jamison and the goalie way out. If they could have quick come up with that rebound. Here's a chance now. Still with it. Reck send it towards the Hounds net. And it'll be picked up here on the near half wall by Jamison Barros. He's got one of the Mustangs' 3 goals. The other 2 by Russell Eck. Long outlet pass by the Hounds. Does not connect. Cal Anderson has it. Back to Burton. Burton sent it in. This will be an icing. No, they said it touched Ballinger, I believe, or Reck over there. As
Really like that play by Calvin Anderson. He did a little spinorama, bought himself some time, and went D to D. That was fun. Sometimes it's just a second or two that you need.
Look out. Here's a chance for the Hounds coming in. Oh, and a great save by Sam Moen once again. After the Mustangs fell asleep at the wheel there, not only did they do a long line change, but the defensemen were caught flat-footed, and Sam Moen had to come up huge there against the number 10, who I don't have listed. Oh, let's see. There it is. Zachary Valet of Duluth East. Oh, and
heavy hit.
You Toby
could probably
is down.
Hear that.
Did we get a whistle? Yes, the ref did catch it, thankfully. The far ref had to see it because the other ref was right down the line there. Is Toby okay? He got hit from behind, and he's kind of limping off here. He got hit hard into those boards.
Penalty doors open.
Let's see if they call this from behind, because the other official didn't see it, so I don't even know why he's discussing it. He was along the boards because it was the far official over here on the bench side that saw it. And meanwhile, Zachary Valet and the junior forward, let's see what they're going to call here. This could be a huge play here early in this third period.
Seems like they have made their call.
That's just going to be a minor, I guess. I don't know if they're calling interference or roughing, but nonetheless, the Mustangs will go on the power play, which is helpful because they haven't spent much time in the period down in the Duluth end. And off the face-off, it's won by the Hounds. Interference is the call on Valet. And the puck being battled for.
Russell playing like two people down there. That was great.
Trying to keep it alive. The Hounds come away with it, though, and there's that big number 22, Timothy Baltazar. Oh, he's knocked off the puck. No call.
Got a trip.
Bit of a break there by the Mustangs, or for the Mustangs, I should say. Now Russell Eck deciding, he didn't know where he was going with it. He didn't put enough on it. Mustangs need to regroup here. They got the power play and a 2-goal lead. Here comes Mitchell Olsen now. Olsen with a full head of steam. He's knocked off the play there. And a nice hip check.
Yeah, he returned the favor to number 6, didn't he?
Here's Isaac Schneider. Ike looking for some help, though. He's got nobody with him and trailing the play. The Mustangs really need to realize that they are on the power play here, Tim. Coming out lackadaisical here in the third period, or at least during this power play.
Strangely disorganized. The last couple of power plays have been...
Well, they look tired almost, Tim.
Yeah.
I don't get it. You've got a 2-goal lead and a power play. Look out. Schneider in front of his own net will regroup as Wendland looks for the pass. Let's see who's going to get the outlet here. It will be Wendland. Now Jack will bring it through the neutral zone, head towards the net, and then leave it off for Schneider. Schneider. Shot coming. Oh, and it's in the glove of the goaltender. Yeah, Ryan Jensen.
There's a couple of screens in the front, so I like the mindset.
I don't mind that. I think getting pucks to the net is a good idea. And now you get a change here with 20 seconds to go on the power play. See if the second power play unit can do something. Meanwhile, trying to look. Well, he is up on his own accord there, as Toby Wall said. So that's a good sign. It'll be off the face-off. Barros, Kepke to the point. Far point it is. Here's Osman. Leaves it for Barros. Excuse me, that's Larson. Cooper Larson on the hot.
Yeah, they're playing a little back and forth.
Trying to set it up for the shot. Larson with a shot into traffic again. Rebound. Oh, and another try.
It's his own rebound.
Oh, look out. There's a Duluth East player coming off the bench, and luckily
Calvin's there to scoop it up.
Yeah, Anderson will try to come up with it. Right out front.
Oh,
shot. Oh, what a save by Sam Moen. How does he come up with that point-blank stop? Meanwhile, the pressure continues from the Hounds after what was a
strange little sequence.
Yeah, I'm going to have to say a miserable power play by the Mustangs on that particular effort. Can't say we're homers, Tim.
Yeah.
That was not good. That was
incidentally, I see your son brought some change back for you here. It's on the ledge.
Are you kidding?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. Okay. Only 2 1/4.
I'm hoping he got wide.
You can hope that. Yeah.
But who says he never left me anything there? They brought me
Exactly.
some money. It's rare. Uh-oh. Nice passing play by the Hounds. The Mustangs find themselves in a little bit of trouble here. Chase Ballinger trying to see if they can't get it out of the zone. Long drive.
Well, if that's him playing under the weather, we're in a good spot. So
yes,
with a little break in the action, love to know the Des Moines Buccaneers have a player that you're all too familiar with, Johnny Conlon, your son, USHL, played last year, had a ton of goals for the Mustangs. Sounds like he's potentially getting a start today.
Well, we're hoping he'd right before the break there, they had 2 games where he was healthy scratch, which you never like to have happen.
Okay.
But they're in Omaha tonight, and we'll see what happens. He follows closely the Mustangs. He was
just back and joined the varsity practice, didn't he?
He came to a couple practices, and he went to the Eastview game, or was it the Cretan game? I can't remember which one. They only gave him about 8 days, so he was here and it was gone quickly, as his mom said, sadly. Here's a pass out front. Almost looked like a power play.
Good stand-up hit there by number 6, Mitchell, delivering the same kind of hits he does on varsity football.
Exactly. The linebacker, that was a linebacker hit, and luckily didn't get called for anything because I don't know if the guy had the puck, but look out, come back the other way, come the Hounds.
Jack Wendland with a perfect timed poke check on that.
Now it's getting a little chippy out there. The Mustangs are going to want to be careful not to end up in the penalty box too much here, because that's exactly what Duluth can do, is try to kind of coerce you into this chippy stuff. Off the rebound. Nice job. Oh, Ike Schneider had it for the moment.
That's Toby.
Wallseth in there. Oh, look out. Puck is loose. Now
Toby's got to lift this thing out.
And he tried. And big defenseman. He's
big
huge.
Kid, 27.
Yeah.
Jeez.
They don't list their size, but man, he's a tall kid. He's got to be 6'5".
He's the Chara of
That's right.
of high school.
And off the.
It doesn't look like he has an extension on his stick, but he's probably close. Big kid.
Mustangs chasing the puck a little bit. Oh, and they got a break as the Hounds send it towards the blue line, but it goes all the way to the neutral zone. Bill Conlon, Tim Eidecker with you here at Aldridge Arena. Mustangs lead it 3-1. No goals so far in this third period, after just one in the second period by Russell Eck. Barros trying to get it ahead. He's got Morissette with him. Ben Morissette, look out the puck. Don't forget the puck, Cass.
Somebody bring it.
Yeah, it was like Cass skated right by it. Didn't see it.
That's that on ice communication, right?
Well, and it happens sometimes, I suppose. It's
sub-second.
Easier for us to see it up here, and maybe they didn't see it.
Yeah, we've got a 200 by 85-foot view up here, and it's easy to. Why didn't you see that? Well,
Cal Anderson, no help behind the net. Look out. Now the Mustangs come out front as the Hounds trying to set something up.
Andre Burton just did a great job of winning those little moments, right? Those puck battles that really do set the stage for whether or not you're going to be successful and win the entire game. You got to win those tiny, tiny battles. And he stepped toward a guy, didn't give him any space to breathe or think, and forced a turnover. So great job, Andre.
And when we get our next whistle, I want to get a Tristan Eidecker update. I understand he's injured right now, but playing on the JV. He went from goaltender to forward a couple years ago. Here's a chance with a break here. It's Mitchell Olsen coming in. Shot! Oh, it hit the crossbar. Oh my goodness! I love that play though, and that was a planned outlet and almost made it happen there. Is got to be one of the fastest kids you'll ever see on ice is Mitchell Olsen. Matter of fact, I think if he didn't love football so much, he would have had a great kid. Shot and goal! Mustang!
Toby with the assist. Number 21 with the finish. That's Cooper Larson.
How about that?
Wow.
That was a pretty play. Toby dug it out of the corner, sends it right out front for Cooper Larson, and the Mustangs have a 4-1 lead.
Fantastic sequence of events. 21, Cooper Larson, right place, right time. Toby just having that ice vision that every hockey player wants to have, to just be able to see that second, pause, like slow things down, dish it to the guy that's open. Goaltender was covering the wrong guy, and like you said, it's a 3-goal advantage and feels great.
just after they made that nice play to Mitchell, who put it off the crossbar, so it could have been 4-1 there, but now the Mustangs just got to be leery of not going, don't quit being aggressive. Stay the course
stay
here.
Clean.
Yeah, that too.
Control the puck.
Because Duluth might start to get a little chippy here. They've always been known for it. They play a heavier game up north.
Yep.
As off the face-off, it comes back down into the zone here. Ike Schneider trying to dig it free. The winger was left alone there.
Oh, off Sam's front.
And that one, I think, hit. Is that Chase? Yes,
Big
Chase
crunch.
Ballinger. So
Chase Ballinger
now,
wheeling through the middle, almost.
Trying to find some help.
Bringing some extra wood with him. We got a stick, an abandoned
$300 stick on the ice.
I think they're $400 now.
Are they? Really?
Yeah.
Oh, great.
I mean, you can. If you really love your kid, you can spend $400. But
I don't love them that
and they
much.
break on the 31st day.
Yeah.
So.
Luckily, the first high-price stick I bought for my son Leo, the Squirt A, it broke before the 30 days.
Oh, wonderful.
Yeah. He was crying. He came up from the pond, and I'm like, "What's wrong?" He said, "I broke
That's
my
a badge
stick."
of honor, a broken stick.
I know, but he thought he was in trouble. He thought it was, he didn't know the timing. Oh, where'd that the goalie's got it, but barely. And finally, a whistle. That was a long time for that whistle.
I think the ref was expecting gravity to take over and pull that 6 ounces of rubber down back onto the ice, but instead it was just caught in that Duluth East red sweater. But it did eventually drop.
So he comes in. His brothers were both there, and he's all worried. And I said, "It's okay." That was one of the few times I didn't get upset when something, when you break something, and I'm upset because I think they didn't take care of it.
Sure.
But in this case, I said,
"Can we not have nice things?" I mean, that was halfway out of your mouth, and then you checked the receipt and said, "Oh yeah, it's fine.
It's okay."
Yeah,
And then you love it when you go to the store and they're kind of like begrudgingly wanting to give it. It's like, I didn't make these dumb sticks that break in 30 days, right? It's $260 I'm buying for an 11-year-old, for God's sakes.
Yep.
Or $270, I think it was. Yep. Whatever. All right, back to the action. Here come the Greyhounds. Down 4-1 as the Mustangs have found some life here on this. Maybe it was the holiday break helped them.
For sure.
They're playing a good hockey game, especially that second period. It was well played. And then they came up with a nifty play there by Toby Walseth. And Cooper Larson hooking up on that top line. And what do you know? It's 4-1 Mustangs. And not to be left undone is the incredible job Sam Moan has done back there in net.
Yeah, I don't know what the number is, but it feels like it's in the 30s.
Yep.
For number of saves.
Good call, Tim. Yep. Oh, and here's another chance. Oh, my. He came across, and we'll take a break there because the Duluth East did not come up with that. If that was a great pass.
Yeah.
And there wouldn't have been anything Sam could do about it. He had
Isaac on the puck carrier here, stands him up. Does a good job.
Here's Toby trying to send one deep for Mitchell. And then at neutral ice, Mitchell tried to come up with it again. 4:40 to go in the hockey game. Mustangs looking for win number 2. Here's a high pass again. And Mitchell got to it. He beat those defensemen.
Beat 2 guys who already had a head start on him.
Oh, wow.
And almost.
Yeah, he got wood on it, that's for sure.
But his second
I guess it's not
goal.
wood. What is it? Is it
graphite? Yeah, composite something.
Yeah.
Carbon fiber, maybe.
Carbon fiber. Yeah. Again, still early enough that you do not want to give one away here. Look out, puck is loose. Shot. Oh, that one goes wide. There's still enough time that you want to be careful here. The Mustangs, that one sent through, looking for the man in the slot, but it goes all the way through the zone and back down into the Duluth end. Greyhounds there with it.
Toby on the forecheck. Always like him on the forecheck. He's not the tallest, but he plays really, really wide. He's got great reach, and he sees the ice really well.
Getting it up ahead for Mitchell.
There's Mitchell again.
This time he stops, though, and the Hounds come back the other way. Shot and a good save.
And just making it look easy. Right, a Sports Center save. I love that.
Sammy Moen with the save, and we'll have a face-off to his right, I believe. Yes.
So last year, I know your son Johnny Conlon played with Sam Schulte, and I understand Sam is playing for the Chippewa Steel.
Yeah, he's down in the North American Hockey League.
Got it.
In Chippewa Falls, Wisconsin. He's doing pretty well down there. I think it was a tough. I know it was a tough blow for Mitchell to know that his guy, one of the guys that he's been playing with all these years, was going to skip senior season. And then, of course, with his dad being the coach, I would assume Daryl doesn't get down there much to see him, but that's why we have these live streams, right?
Yep. I spoke to Daryl Schulte ever so briefly at the
look out!
The golf fundraiser that the Mounds View Mustangs put on each year. Just a great event organized by volunteers. Keeps the price of hockey down. And I said to Daryl, "What's the story with Sam?" And he said, "Well, I'm disappointed as a coach, but proud as a dad.
Yeah,
that he's going to take his senior year and go play juniors." And he's actually, incidentally, Sam's got a teammate that was a pretty stout goaltender for the Irondale Hockey Association.
Yeah, Alex
Sabev.
Good point. Yeah, Alex just came over from the Watertown Shamrocks. Here's a nice move into traffic. Shot. Oh, and Sammy makes two great saves and a third one. Puck is still loose, however, with 2:15 to go.
Two
through traffic.
leading scores, 8 and 22.
I don't know how Mo and Sam saw that one. It went through three guys, and with 2:08 to go, the whistle and a faceoff will come back down to the Mustang zone. You almost get that sense that you feel good that the Mustangs are going to hang on for this one, but at the same time, if they pop one in here, then it gets a little nerve-wracking, and they'll pull the goal. I'm surprised they're not pulling the goalie now.
Me too. They've got the zone position to be able to make that decision, and actually the goaltender, number 41 for Duluth East, hasn't even made a move.
Yeah.
He's not stepped out of his crease.
So what was that like when Tristan said, I don't want to play goalie anymore?
Well, actually, Tristan never played goalie. That was my daughter. My daughter was a goaltender. No, it's completely fine. So, yeah, I think he played goalie ever so briefly.
Okay.
Back when you had to pass the pads.
Okay. I got confused. I thought he played on our rink one time.
Well, he might have.
Okay.
And he might have even been willing to put the pads on.
Yeah, maybe Toby and those guys were shooting on him because they asked him to or something. I don't know.
Yeah.
Right out front by the pass there for the Hounds goes too far. And now we're getting feeling a little better.
I think that goaltender is going to stay in the game. I think Duluth has made the decision that we're going to not go down 5-1 for the chance to make it 4-2. But Duluth still fighting, but definitely playing a flatter last couple of minutes. This is kind of accepting things.
Wait a minute. Yeah, there's got to have a little chippiness. Look out here. As Jamison got
1 minute to go in the game.
They got in one little chippy play there. McKinnon Kramer hitting Jamison up high a little bit, and we're under a minute to go. Mustangs looking to go to 2-9 on the season after what was the shot. That one hit the post.
Oh, I'm glad we have replay because that felt to me like it was destined for the back of the twine there.
See if the Mustangs.
That's pretty exciting.
Oh, wait, maybe a chance for one more here. Larson goes after it. Now look out for the big hits from. You don't want to look for a cheapy hit here by the Hounds.
47 streaking in as his partner there. Can he free up some space in front? He cannot. Mitchell almost took it and ran.
This should do it, though, as they
10 seconds
kick it free. Maybe one more shot for the Hounds here at the near point, I should say. Nope. And that, shot and a goal. They did score. Look at that.
Number 22.
With 4 seconds to go. He got one to start the game, and he gets one to finish.
That's Timothy Balthazar.
Yeah.
He notched 3 goals already this season, so takes him to 4 on the season and tightens up the game ever so slightly, but I don't want to say the word miracle and hockey in the same sentence, but it would take a miracle for Duluth East to pull off anything other than a loss.
That's just a face-off is all that's needed. The Mustangs hang on for a 4-2 victory on this holiday game. How about that? Nice job for the Mustangs 3 days after Christmas. They'll be happy to start the new year with their second win of the season. And Russell Eck, 2 goals today. Jamison Barros and with 1, and then Cooper Larson gets the 4th goal of the game. Eck with the game winner and 2 of them on the night. But Sam Moen, the story, with I think I just heard 43 shots. I think saves.
That's what I think I heard too.
So congratulations to Sam, the senior captain. Well, for our photographer, Jim Eck, and for our newbie, our new guy, Tim Eideker, thanks so much for watching, everybody, and congratulations to the Mustangs on a nice win here against the boys from up north.
What's the next home game before we send our viewers packing?
Well, that's a good question. I believe the next. I don't know which. I got to look at my schedule too, which one we're doing next. But it's now you had to bring that up. Let's see here. There we go.
And you wanted to click end stream.
Well, it's, yeah. I will tell you this: it doesn't get any easier for the Mustangs. They have Eastridge coming up, and then Champlain Park are the next 2 games.
Okay.
They're on the road. Their next home game is Youth Night against Forest Lake on January 9th. So don't forget to come out to TCO for that one. I believe that's the next television live stream game we'll have for you. It's Forest Lake Youth Night against the Rangers. For Jim Eck and Tim Eideker, I'm Bill Callen. Once again, our final score, Mustangs 4 and Duluth East 2. And the Mustangs go to 2-9 on the season with a great performance from senior goaltender Sammy Moen in nets today. So long, everybody, from Aldridge Arena and the Mustang Hockey Network.